What's going on, guys? Mark back here with yet another video, and as most of you know, I've recently bought a Fuji. So a couple days after that, I got the Fuji 16mm f1.4 RWR, so it is weather resistant. Retail on it is about $1,000, and it was really tough spending that money, but I was really hopeful that it was going to be all and more. So I did manage to take a few shots. I didn't get it until kind of like late yesterday afternoon. Had a bunch of stuff to do. So I did grab some shots and I want to share them with you. Let you see what you could potentially get out of it, and also, you know, let you see some of the details. So I'm just going to start off with my fur babies, and this is Pancake. He is so cute. He's licking up some coconut oil off my girlfriend's finger. Trying to photograph animals in general is just a pain in the butt. Times that by 3 with ferrets, and you'll probably want to commit homicide on yourself. But I'm really impressed with how well this thing did. I did miss focus on the eye, but mainly I wanted to show you this, just showing the detail, how much detail there is here. And I'm blowing these up as much as possible because I know that YouTube does the compression thing and just ruins any type of example. So I may try and upload these up into a gallery, and I'll probably try and link that down below. So yeah, lots of detail here, lots of micro contrast. I love the Acros film simulation, and I usually turn the film grain on high. So, but as far as the lens performance is concerned, lots of resolution as far as detail goes here. And I believe this was shot at 3200 ISO. So even at that high, with a wide-angle lens, phenomenal. Here's another one of one of my others. Managed to nail focus on this one, and lots of detail there. Absolutely gorgeous detail. And fur and hair and stuff like that is one of the best tests of resolving power for a lens. And this one just, it fits the bill perfectly. I also really like a lot about the film simulation, the gradations, the fall off, everything. It is just extremely, extremely impressive as far as I'm concerned. You guys may find it not so good, but in my eyes, this would be good enough that if I wasn't already loving film, I could totally get by with just this and never buy another pack of Codex Tri-X ever again. So anyway, Pancake again, cute little bugger with the tongue out. He's just going at it. Lots of detail again. Love the film simulation. It's just off the hook. Such a cute little guy. He looks like a little bear. So I know we've also got some video guys out there in the audience that are maybe potentially looking at this for video. So I put this lens, I think it's in 1.4. I think it's at 1.4. I don't think that I changed the aperture, but I did put the film simulation in Velvia, and beautiful colors. So, I mean, if you're really wanting to accentuate the color of a scene, I mean, just being able to pick which simulation you want to use, this lens resolves extremely well. If I pause it here, you can see exactly what's in focus. So it looks like it's about a foot or so that's in focus at my particular distance. The fall off does pretty good. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure that this was at f1.4, but I think it was. This was not in 4K. This was in full HD. So, but still really good image. I like the bokeh. It doesn't look odd to me at all. Yeah, really good colors though. Very impressed with the colors. It was a great overcast day today, so that's the reason for no warm tones. Completely gray out. I also wanted to test the detail, focusing in on this dead cat. The fall off is really nice. I think I was roughly about a foot away from the microphone there, and as you can see, I mean, very gradual, very soft, and nice looking fall off with this lens. The micro contrast is pretty impressive, honestly, especially if you're shooting black and white. You definitely want good contrast with your lens. This was a close-up of it. Let me zoom in here and show you the detail, because these little fibers are extremely fine, and I mean, there's literally no distortion. Fall off is amazing, but I mean, you can really see how much resolving power this lens has. Very sharp. So there's that. All right, so I also wanted to test the bokeh for some of you guys. This here is in full HD. This is not 4K, but I do have a 4K example after this. As you'll notice right there, let me back that up a second. See how we're starting to get some sun stars here? I think that if you're going to be using this lens for landscape photography and you want to get that sunburst in the shot, this thing is going to burst like crazy. I haven't tested it out myself with the sun, but if this is any example, I think we're going to do pretty good here. I mean, look at all those flares. Very nice bursts. And let's go here. Okay, so here's the bokeh. You can kind of see it. Now, at a certain distance, I get virtually no onion skinning whatsoever. Now, if we get to the close focus distance, you can obviously see we got plenty of onion skinning there. I don't find it horrible, though. And as the lights sort of overlap, it doesn't do too bad. I wanted to do some parallaxing here, so I sort of parallaxed the shot a little bit. And you can see some of the lights just kind of coming back in and out and seeing how the lights move with this lens. And this was at this bokeh here is at close focus at about 3 foot away. This last one here is in 4K, as I indicated there. And so this was at focus. This was in close focus. This right here was roughly at. This goes back and forth through the range. So that was close focus or infinity. That was in focus, and then that was close focus at 3 feet away on a tripod. So like I said, you might notice that over here in, towards the edges, some of the bokeh does get a bit almond shaped. It starts to kind of get those two little points on the edges. I don't find it horrible at all. And for this to be a 7-bladed aperture, I do believe the bokeh is relatively round, almost perfectly round. We are getting a little bit of ghosting, a little bit of flaring on the edges, none of which concern me in the least. But I am pointing out just in case some of that stuff gets on your all's nerves. So again, here we are at close focus. You can definitely see onion skinning or thumbprinting, as some people like to call it. And here is some parallaxing. I started to tilt the tripod back and forth. I think the lights, they move really well. They sort of come in and out. It's got a really nice look to it, in my opinion. So, again, if you're planning to do video and you're wondering what the bokeh balls would look like in motion, there you go. All right, and I also wanted to kind of show the fall off here. I was focused here on the G. Falls off very, very fast. So whatever you focus on at f1.4, you basically have a sliver's worth of depth of field. But even at 1.4, whatever is in focus, the lens retains a lot of detail. This is the sliver that's in focus, and you can see every little bump, every little crease, every little crevice in the texture of this wood. Lots of retained detail. Very impressed with it. There you go. You get about a ½ inch, maybe, of depth of field. You get 3 raindrops worth of depth of field. And again, just showing what was the level of detail of what's in focus. Every little bump, every little crease, every little crevice. I mean, that's probably like a cat hair right there or something. I don't know. And it managed to resolve that much detail. So I also wanted to check the softness of the lens. This is, I don't know. Let's find out. This was at f1.4 at 14 millimeters, ISO 200, and you can start noticing up here in the top right-hand corner that we are a little bit soft over here. I seem to see, or at least I think I see, a little bit of distortion on the line. Again, this is a slightly bulbous lens, so I'm assuming that there's probably a chance that there is a little bit of bowing on the edges, but for a 16mm lens at f1.4, very, very impressive with the sharpness in the center. Lots of resolving power here, so I think you guys will be pretty impressed with it. you have a minimum focus distance of about 6 inches, so not very much, and still able to get like these pseudo macro shots. It's a fantastic focal range for me. It translates into a 24mm on full frame, but with that really short focus distance, you can get lots and lots of detail shots, which is perfect for me because when you do product photography, you've got to get in close. And I happened to snag this shot this morning. There was some dew on a few of the plants outside, and just want to show you, I can literally count the hairs on this, whatever it is. Beautiful shot. The shallow depth of field really gets rid of the background. So if you're looking for optimal subject isolation, I think that this would be a fantastic lens for your bag. So at any rate, guys, I appreciate you watching this video, and if you dig this lens, thumbs it up, and if you plan on buying it, use my links down in the description box down below. At any rate, thanks again so much for hanging out watching this video. I'm your host, Mark Puckett, and I will see you guys again on the next one. Peace.